I got a little ahead of my recording, but I bought these CVO little lower fairings for this bike when I first got it, and they've just been sitting. I haven't had time to put them on. Today's the day. So yeah, I've never even messed with one of these before, except for literally putting the speakers in, which, you know, you'll see that. You got to take the outer fairing shell off. So got to remove these little winglets, the windshield brackets, and now I'm going to remove the speaker grills that I just put in last week. Take off the other little top trim piece, remove the outer fairing so we can get to the brackets and replace that bracket. So let's pop these off again. Try not to break them. That's a good spot for it. I'm not worried about cutting up a metal gas tank. I'm worried about plastic clips breaking. It's like anybody who's messed with one of these or any interior trim, new bike, whatever, you know the feeling. These things are can get fragile, so I'm gonna take these out. I think the speakers actually stay in, hopefully. All right, next we gotta remove this. All right, so you just gotta get in here, pop these out. Again, don't break anything. This should pop off. This should come out. And then looks like we got to remove two more little guys. All right, got to take this little one out. Another little Torx right here. Pop these for. Okay, don't lose any hardware. All right, and now comes the fun part. Pull this off. Pull this off, and we are basically almost free. Let's just make sure we're not catching on anything. There we go. There we go. Pull it off. There's the amp that I didn't replace, screen, all the other stuff that you would possibly need to get to, which I don't need to get to, thankfully. Next thing is I have to remove this factory bracket, the fairing support on the bottom, which we're going to loosen this up here. There's two of these. And then we'll get the upper ones. So, yeah, got the bracket off. I'm sort of at a crossroads right here because, you know, I broke the seal on the jar, and now I'm at, this standstill. Not a standstill. I take that back. My plan was to gloss black paint this inner fairing, and I'm only about, I think, 4 bolts away from taking this off. I went through all the other shit to basically get to it. I'm about 4 bolts away from taking this off. Do I want to... I got a million things on my plate. Should I take this to paint like right now? Drop it off somewhere, try to get it painted in the next couple days, and then just leave this undone until then? You guys probably won't know until you see the rest of this video, so we'll see. What do you think I should do, brother? All right.
Put the fairing back on?
Oh, what do you mean put the fairing back on? Okay, listen to my idea. I got it all the way off to here. I was going to paint this gloss black. Should I pull this off now and try to get it painted real quick before I put all this back together, or just do it another time?
Why are you taking that off?
Because I'm going to put the lower CVO fairing on. I have to do all that. So no matter what, I had to take all this shit off to get to the brackets and whatever. Now I'm like a couple bolts away from taking this off.
Is it that easy to take it off?
It looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 1 here. I don't know. It seems pretty easy. Seems pretty easy to pop that off. Of course, I've never done this, so I'm just guessing, but I think 1 here, 2 up front, maybe, looks like 1 inside here. Looks like this glove box attaches up here or something. All right, I think Fury just talked me out of it. What was your exact words?
Why?
What was your exact words? Fuck it?
Fuck it.
Fuck it, do it another time. Fury said save it for later, more content. That could be a whole nother video.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy to take the fairing off.
Yeah.
Save it for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get your money's worth out of it.
And you gotta find a painter to do it.
Yeah, you got to find the painter. Of course, once I post this, 20 people say, "I'm a painter. I could have done it. I would have done it." But all you painters out there, I think honestly, you huff too much paint thinner or something, because I've heard that story many times. But anyway, I'm gonna save it for another time. I'm gonna put the brackets back on and get these lowers on, and I just want to go ride this thing. I don't even have time. So these have a little factory Loctite on them, but don't know if I trust it. Now you've taken them off, put a little blue on there just to be safe. Going on a trip, I don't want this thing getting loose. All right, so we just got to kind of loosely get these guys in here first. Get up there. There we go. Let's get this started. All right. All right, we're gonna get this guy back in here. Again, I'm using a little Loctite. Don't know if I 100%, I mean, I'm sure it calls for it anyway, but always putting a little bit of Loctite on there and I'm just going a little loose on here for now. I'm gonna snug these all up. All right, looks like the next step is, you get these brackets, they're left and right. Actually, I need to double check, but I think finding the orientation of this, I think for me was the most difficult part, but I'm gonna loosely put this in and just make sure that I'm in the right spot, which I think I am, but I might have to flip that grommet around the other way. I think I had it backwards. Anyway, not difficult, just, first time stuff, so figuring out as you go. And I'm not really good at reading directions. Okay. So yeah, the orientation, I had this backwards, no big deal. This gives you 3 options as to where you want to put it, and then make sure this is facing the right direction. So we're just going to loosely line this up, kind of see where we are. I mean, that looks like center to me, but I guess you can sort of play with it, maybe pop it off, adjust it. If you have a gap here, that sort of allows you to move it like that. Once you're in, we're starting the center, so that's probably where it should be. All right, so I'll tighten these all up and we'll get back to it. So that's on, just pops in, got this little, one little, I think it's a T25 or T27 right there. Do the other side and then put the fairing and stuff back on. But it just looks so slick with that CVO little fairing there. It was a must. All right, I got that side on. I got that side on. Everything looks good. Hopefully we can get this on without scratching too much stuff. This is more the nerve-wracking part again. Probably better if I had an extra set of hands, but I don't. So that feels good. All right. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get this thing tightened back up. When you're sliding this on, make sure that these little things slide in. There's 2 tabs there. And then, yeah, get these guys in to hold it in place. Then those, and we'll just go in reverse order. Okay, but overall, damn, profile looks way clean. Love it. Yeah, this just snaps back into place. Make sure everything feels like it snaps in. I think that is good. All right. These guys going back on is super self-explanatory. They only go one way. So, yeah, just put these back on. I will also say this windshield is temporary. I am going to upgrade to a Clockworks The big dog for this cross-country trip I have coming up, the recurve, I think it's a 10-inch. You know, I want to maximize the wind coverage, not wind coverage, is that the right word? I want to maximize the shielding I have from the wind on this trip. So yeah, I'm going with the big dog, and then I'll probably also do a small one like this with a recurve still. It's not bad. I do get a little bit of buffeting in my helmet, but just like this size, like a shorty with a recurve, actually I think would just kind of solve the small issue that I have now. But I think for the cross-country trip, you know, you can deal with it for a while, but when you got like 10,000 miles to do, every little bit helps, you know, that fatigue. So yeah, I'm going with the big dog from Clockworks. Thanks in advance for that. Same as I said before, grills go right back in. They go in super easy, actually. You just gotta snap them in. And then that is it. I just gotta put the diffusers back on. Winglets are back in. I don't know what they're called, winglets, diffusers, whatever. All good. Another thing, I didn't do a video of this. I threw this thing on the other day. This was a little Amazon score. I'm sure somebody makes them here and everyone will bitch and complain that I didn't buy it from them, but this was like 15 bucks on Amazon. I did notice that this thing felt really hard to get into neutral. I'm sure that's a common thing. That's why they make this, but it just changes the angle here. It actually made it super, super easy to click into neutral now. I do need to readjust my shifter. It's a little bit low. Like for sneakers, it's fine. If I'm wearing boots or whatever, it's definitely gonna be a little tight. So I'm gonna actually put that one spline up from now. I didn't do a video on this either, just because it's Suicide Choppers from Sioux City, Iowa. Make this cool little reservoir cover. Your radiator reservoir. It's just gloss black, looks clean, slides right over, pops in. Hit them up. I actually put that on months ago. It looks great. There it is.